Hi, I'm Michael Kurosh. I live in Santa Barbara, California, one of the most beautiful places on earth. My design center is where people come to reimagine their homes and spaces. I work with the best designers, clients with broad tastes, and experts who navigate the fascinating world of design. I'm always excited to learn something new, and I never say no to a challenge. This is Design Santa Barbara. Welcome to Design Santa Barbara. I'm Michael Kurosh, and today we are in Santa Barbara Design Center, about to head to Montecito, where my dear friend Susan Shand has a project to show us. Please join us. Susan, so nice to see you.
Michael, good to see you always.
We are in paradise again.
Can you believe that this is actually winter in Santa Barbara?
And 150 million Americans under this much of a snow and blizzard.
That's right.
And we are, look at this thing, it's actually hot.
I know, we're very
We should not
lucky.
say that thing.
No.
People get jealous.
That's right. It may change if we say that it's going to rain this weekend, so
Yeah, hope.
there you go.
So anyway, that's a beautiful property you have again.
I'm so excited to show you this home. The art in here is just fabulous, and I feel like we're walking into a museum and we get a private tour of that museum.
Do I have to pay?
No, free for you.
Okay, I like that. So look at this. I was wandering, driving in, and I looked at these beautiful trees, and I have few oak trees, and they are such a headache to maintain. They cleaned it up so beautifully. Each one of these is like a work of art, actually.
Did you notice as you were coming up the driveway, there are some spokes standing up there because we're doing some more construction.
So?
And so you'll hopefully be able to come back when we finish a brand new guest house ADU.
All right.
And I'll be able to bring you back for that, and that's going to be fabulous.
So in the next few seasons, stay
Yeah,
tuned.
yeah.
Don't go anywhere.
Yeah,
Stay
and
tuned.
I'll show you the plans.
All right, sounds
inside.
good. So can we go check it out?
Let's go, yeah.
Actually, there is some art here. We would like to see this first.
Oh,
Let's go check it out
okay,
first.
Okay.
All right, Susan, these are very intriguing apples.
You know something, there's a little bit of an apple theme going on in this house. I'll show you some more when we get into the living room. But this is an outdoor piece. It's a bronze sculpture by Maxwell & Davis. It's from Paris. And the client fell in love with this, and also a few other pieces by the same artists. And you'll see throughout the home some pieces from Paris, quite a few actually. And as you come into the house, this is your first entry point. But then if you look over to the left, you also see some fun little sculptures and that Indonesian piece. And I have to say, Michael, when I was in Bali last year, I was searching for a piece. I found a piece at a hotel that I was in love with. And I tried like heck to get the hotel to please sell me this piece for this client, and they would not budge. And then I traveled all over Bali looking for it and finally gave up and come back here. And somehow he had something very similar, and there it is. So we put it in front of the house. So
Maybe he picked it up from the hotel and put it in his luggage.
yeah, maybe he was feeling my vibe about it and went ahead and got something
It's
very,
a double-headed crocodile.
Yeah, I just love it.
Nice.
I love Indonesian art. So let's walk inside. I'd love to show you some of the work inside. And
I'm excited. You said it's like a museum. Let's go check it out.
It's fun. Come on in, Michael.
Oh my goodness, I already like this place. There is pictures of people at the beach. That's nice.
What I love about this entry is that it's a galley. And so you come in here, you can look off to the right with that amazing piece of art by Lisa Christine, which I will talk more about.
Yes.
And you look off to the left, and you see that wonderful dining room. And I'll tell you about the ochre light fixture that I purchased for there, which I think just brings your eye right to it when you come in. And it's also one of those homes with all of the glass that you see, you're indoor, outdoor, everywhere. You just don't feel like you're ever closed in.
Yes.
Everything is open and gorgeous to nature.
Already feels very warm. You know, when you go to modern homes, usually get cold and a little bit like, you know, on the gray and white side. This has a lot of color. I love this.
Well, look at the wood beams too. I mean,
Yes.
they're slightly distressed to a lighter color. This beautiful oak color floor. We purposely didn't put, although I wanted to put your rugs everywhere because I love your rugs. And I can't tell you how many times I discussed the idea of putting one great big beautiful rug here. But
It actually maybe looks nice like this.
You know, I understand the nakedness of beautiful wood, and also because of the art, your eye goes to the art instead of the rug, because your rugs are art.
Yes, that's true.
And so it would distract. You can't have too many
this
pieces
is
of art.
beautiful. This is Stunning. I love this picture image. Where is this actually?
This is a beach in Venice.
Venice.
This is an old photo. So this is, yeah, there's just so much fun with the art here. We're going to have a good time walking
Can we go
around.
check that room?
Yeah, let's go see that.
It's intriguing art. Come on with us.
So Michael, this is the media room.
This is one powerful image.
Yeah. And I sent you purposely before pictures because it's hard to imagine, unless you see the before and afters, what a room looks like. And it
looks so different.
Original state. And what I loved about this house in general was that there was so much concentration on his beautiful art collection, and I think he will admit that he didn't really care much about his furnishings because really what he cared about were the walls. So I just came in and pushed this up a little bit so that now the furniture meets with his beautiful art collection.
It adds to it actually. It makes it more stand out.
Yeah. Well, speaking of standing out, this piece is by Lisa Christine. I think you've seen her pieces before in other works, clients' works that I've done, but she is a humanitarian photographer, world-renowned. She's been doing this for 25 years, and she captures images of slavery and turmoil, and she's making a big difference with her work by giving money and proceeds to those organizations
that's so
that
honorable.
help.
Very nice.
And this piece, it just draws you into the house and makes you want to come in here and learn more about.
It's amazing.
About this.
Stunning. But it makes also the whole room, believe it or not. That piece creates the whole color scheme and feel of the room.
Yeah, and this room was very different, as I said, from the before images, because now you really have a lounging area with a sofa. This was made in Italy. This took quite some time, but it's all this fabulous boucle fabric that you could just sink into and get cozy. Everything is movable. The titanium tables can just be pulled out. They look like they're heavy, but they're not. And this wonderful piece,
the proof is very Moroccan looking.
Well, it is from Morocco. He traveled to Morocco just last year and brought back a piece of leather and said, do something with this. So we made it into some place to put your feet up on.
That is so very cool.
And sit on. So it's just adds to all of his collection of things from all over the world. So.
And it's like the indoor-outdoor theme, as you mentioned. They have the exterior planetarium in there. It's very nice.
It's fresh. Well, it keeps you open to the outside, and yet, here you are cozy and warm on the inside.
There's a little chipmunk sitting there looking at us.
More collectible art.
Beautiful. All right.
Let's walk now back down to the galley, and let's go down to the other side of the house, which is the dining room area.
Okay, let's go.
Santa Barbara Pizza House is your home for the best pizza in town. Embrace a symphony of flavors and textures with our pizzas. Drawing inspiration from both Chicago's deep dish legacy and Naples' artisanal heritage, our pizzas boast perfectly executed crusts, tantalizing sauces, and the finest mozzarella. Whether you're a seasoned pizza connoisseur or just looking for a delicious meal, our pizza here is sure to satisfy. Featuring specialty pizzas named after iconic Santa Barbara streets, our mouth-watering menu will have you coming back over and over again to try each new meal. We offer a full menu of salads, sides, sandwiches, and desserts. Santa Barbara Pizza House is conveniently located at 515 State Street in the heart of downtown Santa Barbara. Visit us online at sbpizzahouse.com or call and place your order at 805-637-7721. Santa Barbara Pizza House. You won't leave hungry.
My grandfather taught me about the beauty of the rugs. Each one tells a story. Story about the person who wove it, the person who bought it, the person who inherits it, the person who treasures it. It's amazing how simply looking at an object can bring you back to a different place and time, or remind you of someone you love. At Santa Barbara Design Center, we want to help you find the rug that will travel through time with your family for generations to come. Visit us at 410 Oliver Street and find your treasure today.
So what I love about this room is it's a large dining room. So it could be very cold and austere. It's a contemporary home, the bones of it. But really to keep it warm, well, first of all, the wonderful Moroccan rug, it's hand
the rug
knit.
gives a very warmth look.
And then this feeling takes you also into the living room. So you've got that same kind of black and cream feeling. And you know I love my blacks and creams. And also all the artwork, so much of the artwork in this home is framed in black.
It's a stunning artwork, actually.
Yes, so you bring in that framing of the artwork with the color of the chairs. This table's an older table. This ochre light fixture, I've been obsessed with it forever. And so I was waiting to find the right home for it, and this home was perfect for it. It has that same Calder-esque feeling, Alexander Calder, his mobiles, you know, that he made.
Yes.
And because of all the artwork, you don't want to detract from the artwork, but this brought this all together. And these are all blown glass on a metal wrought iron, gorgeous handcrafted rods, and very, very heavy piece. It looks light from looking at it, and it gives off the most amazing light when you put the dimmer switch off and on. It's just an ambient light that's just stunning when you're having a dinner party.
You have always the nicest lights.
lights.
You have figured this out. I don't know how you do it, but every single project you have, the lighting has been stunning. It's unusual and it's stunning. I look back, every one you order is unbelievable. Custom made is one of a kind, you know?
Yeah,
and it shows.
It's beautiful.
It's
and,
beautiful.
And it works, and look at with the Picasso behind it, it just plays off the whimsical part of that as well. There's a lot of whimsical art in this home, so it just shows that the owner has a sense of humor, which is really
It's beautiful.
fun.
Every piece of art you look is stunning. Even those Picassos are nice. And you know, the story goes that he used to eat, and then the placemats he used to paint and pay with that instead of paying for the food. He used to say, "Here, you want the placemat, or you want to get paid?" And people used to take those.
Oh, I wish I was sitting next to him. I wish I was at that restaurant any point in time.
It's beautiful. I like actually the combination of the old table, new modern light, the whole thing is just beautiful here.
It makes you feel cozy. You want to come sit here and dine.
And I love these pictures. I mean, look at that.
Yeah,
it's just
the
unbelievable.
Artwork is fun. Let me take you into the living room, because then you'll see the rug and how it transitions into this one.
Let's go check it out. All right.
Okay, so
now
welcome.
this is one beautiful living room. Look at this thing.
Michael,
it's a combination of everything.
Look at the before shots, huh? I mean, very, very different feeling.
Very different.
And part of that is that it's a very large living room with beautiful open ceilings, and that was a very small little couch seating area, and it felt crunch. And you've got this gorgeous fireplace. So did a very large shaped L sofa, which you know I love. The leather backing on these chairs I think are extraordinary. You could take those bolsters off or on, and it's just a great lounging area. And the leather pieces on either side really play off of this actual sofa itself. And
the rug is very good portioned. You put it right perfect size, and the colors, really nice job.
My black and cream again, there you go.
And I like it how you did this antiques. You brought the antiques in, gives a lot of warmth and actually class to the room.
I'll tell you a secret about that. So that particular clock was the client's clock, and people gave him grief, like, "Oh, you're redoing your house, you have to get rid of that clock."
Oh, no.
And I love that clock. I just think it's pretty special. I mean, how many times do you see an old, it's a cuckoo clock, it actually makes the cuckoo noise. So there it lives. We just kind of cleaned it up a little bit. We gave him a very contemporary lounger. He says this is one of the most comfortable lounger chairs. There's one here, and there's one also in the media room. He loves this. It's a good reading chair.
Yes,
and of course the apples.
The apples, but these are cherries, but from the apple.
And the same artist, they're cherries, so there's a good fruity feeling.
How do you bring that thing from Paris? You put it in your luggage?
That's right. No, you can't bring any vegetation or fruit, so
that's right.
It had to be shipped. Anyway,
Yes.
it's just, and again, the large open windows that take you right out to the landscaping. It's just...
We should go sit outside too. That's a beautiful outdoor area created.
I didn't open the pool for you today because it's supposed to rain, and I should have opened it for the rain.
Yes.
But we did all that beautiful outdoor area with the outdoor fire pits, so it's a live-in, live-out house
It's
again.
fantastic looking. I like also the rug off of those stairs. I know that rug from 35 years ago when I went to the owner's house. 35 years ago, he had it in his entrance. It's actually a special piece. You never get Serapis that size and that color. Is a very, very special piece. I see he collects all sort of things, including that rug. That's it.
Where is that from?
Serapi, Northwest Persia, Northwest Iran.
Beautiful.
It's actually very old. It's at least like 150 years old.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And it's made of camel hair, and the rest is just history.
Well, it plays off the old piano, so it all works.
It's beautiful, fantastic.
Let's see, where should I take you next? Should we go into the other sitting area off the kitchen?
Let's surprise.
Okay. Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go. So
All right.
Michael, welcome to the off the kitchen sort of play media room. Because when everybody
There
comes,
was a media room over there. Now it's a second media
but
room.
that's a little more formal. That's really
Okay.
for the big Super Bowl. Actually, this is probably for the Super Bowl game. And the reason is that every home I've ever been into, everyone lives in the kitchen.
I do.
They just do.
I have my
No
bed
ma-
in the corner of the room.
They do. And it's the bigger the kitchen, the smaller it doesn't matter. If it's a tiny little kitchen, that's where they live. So this area, the client's request was just make it a little more homey. You have before shots. It was a little kind of
It was not
cold
very
and-
homey.
No,
No, it is
no.
very much homey.
So, and especially, it had a steel table. Now we took a beautiful walnut
This
table.
is a very nice table, actually.
Yes,
I
right.
love this.
And then we made custom-made chairs with boucle because I love my little furry feeling of. But they're high-resistant product. You have this fabric, and it's
Yes.
you can high performance.
Deep down there, you're Moroccan. You don't even know.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
seriously, you're a Mediterranean Moroccan.
Yeah, you could be.
Blonde, but it's okay. We take it.
And this area here, I mean,
Yes.
you sat on it a few minutes ago. I saw
Yes,
it. And
it's very comfortable.
It may look like it's not, but it's super,
Yes.
super comfortable. And
It is
it's
comfortable.
Like super, and then that you pull around, you put your feet up on it. So there you go. Thank you.
Here we go.
Okay. Right, and then I can sit here and watch
Yeah,
the Super Bowl
nice.
game.
Yeah.
I'm going to come here on Sunday and watch the Super Bowl game.
Oh, this Sunday is actually a Super Bowl
I think
game?
it's this Sunday.
All right.
So let's come.
Very good. We will be
Anyway,
here.
so-
You come too?
I'd love to take you to the primary bedroom now because you also have before shots of that. The difference between before and now is day and night.
All right, I'm excited to see that.
So let's
All
go.
right,
Let's
let's
go
go.
relax in there.
There you go.
So Michael, welcome to the primary bedroom.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
And you saw the beautiful bathroom that I redid. So that's
Yes.
the whole idea of this room itself and the bathroom is to just create this really warm Zen-like feeling. And I love my creams, and I know this is a man's room, but it's got a whole masculine touch with the light fixtures and the darker headboard, and again, the Indonesian piece to bring in a little bit of culture and also international feeling. But this room, from the way it looked before to the way it looked now, is the kind of room you just really want to get into the covers and just get cozy and read a good book. So I don't know. And then you look up from your bed and you look into these beautiful outdoor plantings, and it's just part of paradise and part of living
It
in
really
Santa
is like
Barbara.
paradise, seriously. And the scale of this bedroom is big. I mean, people don't see it on TV, but
Yeah.
the bedroom is right here. But then you have another room right off the bedroom, which has a day bed in it and is huge. And then actually, the bathroom is the size of somebody's apartment. Seriously. I mean, it's very interesting. Look at that. And you have a hallway off of it. Very nice.
The key to making a bedroom this size feel a little bit more intimate and smaller is before, when you looked at the shots, they had very little side tables and bright colors, and it kind of made your eye go everywhere. Big open side tables to give you that big feeling of expanse, but also it's a side table, so it does keep you sort of cornered into your own bed. Nice size headboard, but not too big. He's got a beautiful piece of art from a sculpture
Yes.
that's also in his living room from Paris that he found just on a recent trip. But it just gives him that feeling of that this is my home, this is personal. At the same time, you don't want that sculpture to fall on your head at night because it's heavy.
Earthquake proof.
It's beautiful, but it looks delicate, but it's heavy. Anyway, so let's.
Yeah, no, that's nice. That's actually a very nice suggestion and good lecture to put these big bedside tables, and the chandeliers are also very interesting. You did.
Well, you fill the tables too. You have books and you have candles and you have your water bottles. So I didn't style and clean anything up. I just wanted you to see the way it's being lived in
Beautiful.
now.
And it's beautiful. I love the artwork on the walls too. Just every one of them is stunning.
And I haven't taken you outside at all yet because I did the outside area is beautiful as well.
Love to see the outside.
So want to go talk there?
Let's go.
Okay.
All right.
So Michael, now we just stepped outside the bedroom, and look at this. Is this magnificent?
Unbelievable.
Ocean
Yeah.
views on a clear day.
Yes, and then we have the mountains in the back. And we should remind our viewers, this is
Winter.
winter.
This
It's
is-
the middle of January. We're going to air this episode later,
this
but
is-
it's middle of the winter,
winter.
and everywhere else is much snow.
I know, and are we grateful?
I'm very thankful
Okay.
and grateful.
Always,
and I appreciate
every
this.
single day.
Yes.
But look at this beautiful landscaping. I can't take credit for this. I don't know who the landscape artist was on this, but she or he did a fabulous job.
Fabulous. I'm surprised by the crew he has too, because every place is manicured to detail. I mean, I have a little garden and I know how hard it is to keep it like in this shape.
Beautiful.
And beautiful specimens.
And birds of paradise and lemon trees and agaves. It's just a nice.
And he uses the bamboo as a hedge over there. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. And I love this Chinese magnolia. Look at this. It's beautiful.
And I had so much fun doing the outdoor furnishings out here. So we did wonderful outdoor, high resistant, high performance fabrics with a great big, long fire pit because they have company and lots of dining room tables, areas, lounging areas by the pool. It's really just a magnificent little oasis.
If you don't know, you take a picture from here, you think you're in a resort. Seriously. I mean, look at this thing. It's just
Then you
expansive.
step into the museum.
Yes, and then you go there. So that has been a wonderful house. It just thank you. And you did a fabulous job as usual.
Thank you, Michael.
I should not say it, but it is. You do an incredible job every single time I say the same thing, and it's true. It's beautiful.
I love taking you through my fun creations because it's so much fun for me, and it's so much fun for me to introduce your audience to them. So
it's beautiful. You cannot imagine anything better, honestly. Wonderful.
Thank you.
So we enjoyed this, and let's take a break. We come back. We will be sitting, and we have some questions for you.
Good. Okay.
How about that? All right.
Great, sounds good.
Let's go to the resort.
Yeah.
Santa Barbara Pizza House is your home for the best pizza in town. Embrace a symphony of flavors and textures with our pizzas. Drawing inspiration from both Chicago's deep dish legacy and Naples' artisanal heritage, our pizzas boast perfectly executed crusts, tantalizing sauces, and the finest mozzarella. Whether you're a seasoned pizza connoisseur or just looking for a delicious meal, our pizza here is sure to satisfy. Featuring specialty pizzas named after iconic Santa Barbara streets, our mouth-watering menu will have you coming back over and over again to try each new meal. We offer a full menu of salads, sides, sandwiches, and desserts. Santa Barbara Pizza House is conveniently located at 515 State Street in the heart of downtown Santa Barbara. Visit us online at sbpizzahouse.com or call and place your order at 805-637-7721. Santa Barbara Pizza House. You won't leave hungry.
Today I would like to talk to you about rugs. 3 important things to remember when you are buying a rug. First is the size. Size is very important, and this is what you have to do your study. So if it's for a living room, I recommend to have the front legs of all the furniture to sit on the certain rug you're buying. So go measure it. Make sure you have at least a foot extended beyond the front legs. If you can afford it, get a rug that encompasses all the furniture to be sitting on it. So usually for a living room, you're talking an 8x10, 9x12, a bigger living room, 10x14, and if you want something to sit on it, 12x15 or 12x18. Second, there is the style. It is very important that the style you pick matches the house you have. Check the room. Is it a traditional house? Is it a modern house? Is it a transitional house? You pick the style matching your house and your living style. Lastly, and one of the most important steps, is the type of rug you're gonna buy. I highly recommend you to do your study and see what type of rug is good for your situation. Most rugs I recommend are hand knotted. So these are the type of rugs that they're done by hand. They're mostly natural fibers. They don't have any chemicals. They don't have any machines involved making it. They're hand knotted and they get more valuable over the time, and they're very durable and long lasting. These are 3 things to remember when you're buying a rug. Thank you for joining us. marvelous job you have done.
Thank you.
And it's unbelievably cohesive and warm.
Thank you, Mike.
And must not have been easy. So, question is, how do you work around works of art?
That's a great question. Well, this particular house is so filled with art that it was for me an inspiration, because I grew up as an art history major. I walk in here and everything for me gave me the energy to produce something that had to come up to the level of the art, which is impossible because art is art and furniture is not art, but did the best I could. And so as an example, like the dining room, the Calder-esque type piece, to bring in some of the artwork and the whimsical part of what he's done here was part of it. So I was inspired by it. And you really, take into account oftentimes the color of art. I don't like to do matchy-matchy, but if something's got shocking blue in it and that brings you into the room, maybe I throw a blue pillow on the sofa. If there's frames of art that are framed all in black and white, I like to bring a little bit of black and white, but without making it dull and modern and too stark and minimalistic. So I added color and textures, always textures.
There's a hint of it, is there?
A little hint of texture. And of course, all the wonderful wood pieces that he had in here. I brought in more wood pieces, like you saw, into the kitchen area to bring in the warmth instead of making it steely and cold, like some art can often be with modern art. So I hope that answers your question.
Oh yeah, no, that's very good. And we learn every day something from you. That's wonderful. And again, marvelous job. And
thank you.
It's hard to leave this house without a nice impression.
Thank you, thank you. I had so much fun. And thank you for joining me today. It was a blast.
I appreciate it. You can have me anytime.
Let's do it again. Come back.
Surely.
Come back. We'll swim in the pool.
Will do. So I thank you so very much for showing your artwork and your work to all our viewers. And looking forward to have you back again in our show, hopefully this coming season again.
I look forward to it. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you soon.
Thank you for watching Design Santa Barbara. We will be back with a new episode next week.